I like running better. The reason I'm in here is because of that.
Yes, bananas. Anyway, so this is a top 10 in no particular order of positive things to come out of the Sonic fanbase, and I'm going to do it super fast because I already did this before, and I was not positioned right. So I have myself locked in position. I was literally hidden. So here we go. So the very first thing I want to go over is not soccer. I want to go over the Sonic Skyline redesigns. Now these designs are amazing. It's very hard to make a Sonic design that is appealing to a large portion of the Sonic fanbase, but this actually does it a pretty good job. And that's not based on my opinion, that's actually based on the reaction. A lot of people love this design, there's a lot of fan art on it. So type in Sonic Skyline and you'll see a lot of fan art of this. And it's actually very heartwarming to see all the fans come together into one design to show the love. And so these are all the characters. We got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. We've even got Nicole, Shadow, Mephiles. I'm not going to go over all of them, but there's even, I think, a Silver somewhere where his hair's in a ponytail. Oh, right there. Hair's in a ponytail. Exactly like I was saying. Now I'm a credible source. Anyway, so just to give a shout out to the person who made these designs, Draw Lover La. Draw Lover La. Alright, the next one we're going to go over. Number 2 is the Zone Runners. Now, this is a band of, I mean, it says here that there's 3, but there's 4 fan characters. Anyway, what's great about this is these are very talented musical artists, but they all have fan characters, which is great because there's a stereotype about the Sonic fan base that fan characters mean newbie, right? They're all bad and unoriginal and blah, 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 blah. But here is 4 well-drawn fan characters creating amazing music. Now, they do kind of a rap style over top of Sonic remixes. Now, this is original because their lyrics are amazingly poetic, and listening to them is literally like, it is literally the sound of being a Sonic fan. It is amazing. You get all the references if you've been with the fan base as long as I have, and the sounds are, you remember them, and it's amazing. It covers mostly classic stuff. I'm gonna bastardize these names, by the way. Drew Wheeler, aka Dr. Hulk. Nyazi Somez, aka Digi Valentine, and Jordan Anthony, aka Sir J. I tried my best. Moving on. The next thing I want to cover is Sonic Robo Blast 2. Now, this game is a game that's very, 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 very close to my heart. This includes so many eras of Sonic in one. It started out as a classic game in 3D, a mod of Doom, but so many people modded more modern Sonic games into it, so there's levels like City Escape and all these kind of great levels in it. I mean, to be fair, very dated when it comes to the kind of limitations they have when it comes to the level design. Like, for example, they can't do slopes, so they'll do steps instead. So the Cityscape, I remember, I don't know if they've done better now, but I remember the Cityscape mod I downloaded, Sonic fell on a snowboard, but it was like steps, so he was like, really weird. It's a great game. The graphics, if you're a graphics person, you're not going to like it, but what's great about it is it's online. You're going to need a program called Hamachi or something like that to play it, so don't blame the game if you can't do it. Find Hamachi and figure out how that works. Someone in the comments might help you. I'll try to if I can get to you. But it's online, you can play it with friends, every Sonic character is there, as long as everybody's downloaded the characters, they can all play as those characters online, you can change the color. It's great for just having a great time with your online friends over Skype, with that Sonic-y experience. It's great. There's not a lot of Sonic online games, so that's a great one. The next thing I want to cover is Sonic the Comic Online. Now, I don't know too much about this, but so Sonic the Comic was like almost like Sonic Archie comics, except the story was completely different. It was more based off of the classic story, and they had their own way of connecting everything together because they didn't have SAT-AM to work off of, so they were working off more of the classic games. So you've got like the kind of the flicky or the animal designs kind of used for characters. And it's completely different. The art style is completely different, but this is a group of fans that came together and wanted to recreate the comic, or continue the story, actually. Not recreate, but continue the story. So you've got different artists for each kind of issue featured, which is great because you get a diverse art style, like unparalleled by any other comic. And it's a great way to get Sonic fans involved into a project. I don't necessarily know how they organize the story. I don't know if the artist has control over what the story is or if there's a bigger mind behind it all. And the story is just as crazy and chaotic as older comics are back from those, like, the 90s. So it's a really great read if you're looking for something other than the Archie comics to read. I would definitely recommend it. So search Sonic the Comic online and you'll get it, and there's tons of stuff to read, so if you're bored, check it out. Oh, by the way, I don't know who Sonic the Comic is made by. It's made by, like, a bunch of people. All I can credit is that it says designed and published by Pretty/Confused, copyright 2014. That's the most I can credit. I didn't really look too hard, but I tried. So Sonic, after the sequel and before, both created by Lake Thepard. Amazing games. We've got an original soundtrack composed by amazing composers. I know one of them is, like, Falk, F-A-L-K. So search him up if you want to find the soundtrack, or just search Sonic after the sequel soundtrack, and then you'll be fine. But it's original music that sounds Sonic-y, which is so hard to do, and it makes you proud to be a Sonic fan to play this game. So I don't know, it's great. It really ties together the two games, right? Because the idea is it's Sonic after the sequel, so it's after Sonic 2. So it's before Sonic 3, so even the sprite of the game looks like he runs like he does in Sonic 2, but the spriting style, like the way his graphics look and the amount of pixels that's put into his sprites, are like Sonic 3, which is really cool. It's as if the game actually took place between those two times. Really great. The same applies to before the sequel as well. Next thing is Sonic Paradox's Sonic Shorts. Now this is Sonic Paradox's channel, but I'm specifically talking about the shorts. They've been around for a long time. They give us a lot of laughs. I grew up with these things. Great, lots of fun if you don't know about them, which would be insane. But if you don't, check them out. Credit to the Wax. I believe he's the man in charge as of now. I don't know who came up with the idea originally. I know the Wax has been there from the beginning because I've been watching them since the beginning, and he's been there since the beginning. So definitely check the Wax out if you're looking for more shorts in the similar kind of format as that. The next thing I want to cover, and this is actually someone or a group you might not know about. So far they've been kind of popular. A lot of these things have been kind of popular, but this is actually kind of more underground. I'm a hipster now. This is a band called Serentiy Seven. Now they aim to capture that kind of Crush 40 sound, and they do it quite well. If you're looking for melodies similar to Crush 40, like they're compositionally like Crush 40, but it's almost like instrumentationally, you know what I mean. They're more like a punk band, like Simple Plan or something, just when it comes to mostly the vocals. Now, this is coming from somebody who doesn't compose music on his own, besides like a few remixes here and there. But they're definitely great to check out. They have beautifully heartwarming songs that are similar to the Zone Runners, where it's like you're listening to what it's like to be an adventure fan. It really captures that adventure kind of style and sound, I think. Minus the jazzy kind of synthy kind of sounds, more so like the rock and the very what is it? Soulful adventure songs. So they're very soulful. And I really hope that they watch this video because they deserve a lot of credit because I love their work. So please check them out. I keep checking that I'm in frame because I did this already and I was behind the video I was showing. It was really annoying. So the next thing is Sonic Fan Remix. This game is beautiful, stunning. Here's a screenshot. Look at that whale. Look at that whale. And I'm not talking about a dick. It's a beautiful. This game is beautiful. Now I believe there's only one level to play, but this game graphically is amazing. And it's like what Sonic 4 probably should have been. I mean, this game is probably a big part as to why Sonic 4, everyone looked at Sonic 4 and went, woo, like, but this game, let's just separate those things and just appreciate the work that went into this game, because I don't think that they meant that when creating this. They just, honestly, I mean, based on how long this probably took, it probably was in development before Sonic 4 was even announced, and there's an amazing attention to detail with everything. I mean, like, the whale is a reference to adventure, and we've got, like, Eggman's mech, I believe, flying in the background in one screenshot. There it is, Eggman's mech from Sonic 2. I believe this takes place after Sonic 2. So it's like he's being destroyed and Sonic's chasing him. And I've always loved it when stuff in the background of 2D games is like happening. So it's almost like you're playing a cutscene, which is a really great way to do a 2D game because it takes advantage of the perspective, right? Because in 3D, there's stuff going on all around you, so it's hard to kind of control what the gamer's going to look at. But in 2D, there's no excuse, right? They're going to be looking at the background all the time, so do that. So beautiful, beautiful intellectual design. Definitely check it out if you haven't. I mean, you probably haven't checked it out if you haven't yet because your computer's not good enough. And I'm pretty much talking to myself when I say check it out if you haven't because I haven't played it. And I have a nice computer. So I'm going to go play it right after this. And I'll get back to you later, maybe some other video, about how amazing this game is. But I've watched a lot of playthroughs on it. And it looks amazing. So definitely check that one out. Who do I credit? And I'm going to credit Pelican13X. Pelican13X. Great job on at least the video. I mean, you have a small amount of subscribers, but that's the video that's on the website. So subscribe to him because he's only got like 1K. What the heck? He spent probably like 3 years of his life working on this and he's got 1K? And I've got 13K? No. Unsubscribe from me. Subscribe to this guy. I mean, he's probably not going to upload anything. That's probably why. But anyway, good work, Pelican. Pelican. Next thing, obviously, Sonic Prologue. Sonic Prologue. I'm going to make sure I'm recording audio. I am. Okay. Sonic Prologue. Now, this is an excellent movie. It's original because it takes place before, I believe, Sonic. It's around Sonic 2 and Sonic CD because it has Sonic meeting Tails. So it's got to be after Sonic 1. And it's got Sonic fighting Metal Sonic. The fights are beautifully choreographed. It's a lot of fun. It's got even like a kind of a wink, nudge to Emerald with the copy ability, which, I mean, that might have been just made up in my head, but, I mean, beautiful references to modern and classic Sonic. This is beautifully animated, beautifully written, and it's a lot of fun to watch if you're a Sonic fan. Once again, something that just makes you proud to be a Sonic fan. So check it out if you're feeling down in the dumps about Sonic. The person I'm going to credit is Doran Nelson. He's the writer and director of this movie. The last thing I want to cover is Sonic World, the fan game. This is a game where you can play as your favorite Sonic character, even Bark the polar bear, and pair them up with any other Sonic character and just play through some cool Sonic levels. It's got kind of a modern Sonic feel to it, but fused in with adventure and heroes. You can play solo if you want to as well. There's super forms for every character, I believe, or most characters, and a Chow Garden. So check this game out. It is definitely a great one to pick to play. Once again, the reason for this video is because so many people are so negative about Sonic right now, and what we need to do is start spreading positive things about the Sonic fan base, because we can't leave it all to Sega to celebrate Sonic's 25th. We love Sonic. It's their job to make Sonic games. So yes, it is their responsibility to make a high-quality product, but when it comes to celebrating Sonic's 25th anniversary, it's kind of a little bit of our responsibility to show everyone why we love it. So, take part in Sonic's 25th anniversary by maybe making your own top 10, just like this video. And maybe I'll post it in an annotation in this video so that we can kind of share the love, because I think it's a good idea for us to do that right now. I don't think there's any reason to leave a fan base as great as this. There are negative things, but there are also unrivaled positive things about this fan base, so don't get distracted by the negative things. Everyone's just trying to be creative, and some of us are a little bit strange about the way we go about being creative, but it comes from the bottom of my heart when I say that I love this fan base. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please let me know. Please let me know. And have a great day.